Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its... The kickoff team out there getting set. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And now we'll get a look at this offense for the first time today. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
They'll give it to the back. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Gage. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. Off play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. The hand to the running back. Oh, he gave him a dead leg. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Gage. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He's got it on the move. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to blast their way in. And he plows his way into the end zone.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. The give to the tailback. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now the play fake. It's complete to the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll try the run. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They bring the punter onto the field now. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. The give to the lone running back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Racing down the left side. Past the 10. No one's going to get him. Touchdown. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football. So much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a play that can build momentum, a 78-yard touchdown pass. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Pulls it and fires to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to get the first through the air. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Tipped ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Good enough for a first down.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive defense.
They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Here comes the offense on second down. The back goes in motion. Wants to throw on second down. Finds his big tight end. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. He's gonna pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Wide out in motion. Looking to pass on second down. Going downfield for the big play. Makes the catch down the right side. And he will house it. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Michigan is currently ahead in this one in a jam-packed big house, but it's been close so far. They're up by 7 over the Astronauts. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Finds the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Up-tempo for the offense. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. A little release to the back. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Quarterback on the keeper. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Jukes his way for more. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's another.
Back to the air one more time. Fires to the big fella.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Got it! He's in for the touchdown.
Well, when you call the wheel route, you need to have the right matchup, and that time they did. It was the linebacker on the running back, one-on-one. He uses his speed, beat him to the outside. That's about as easy as it can get.
PAT unit on the field.
For the extra point.
Smashes it through for the PAT. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Power football with the run. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
1st down for the offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Now on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. They get to the line quickly.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
The give to the back. Running with power. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A high kick trying to pen them deep. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. Pressure coming. Coming after him. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They're bringing, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Trying to find his man on first down. Got his man quickly. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Got a wide open receiver. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. He's back to throw on second down. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. You saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Got out of trouble and throws. This time he's got his man. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Oh, he makes the catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On second down, he's looking downfield. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. 1 more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Throws toward the end zone.
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like you've got a great scene there today in DeKalb. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Husky Stadium.
We've got a good one going here in the 3rd quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Now this offense is back on the field. He'll start this third quarter with a run. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
At the 33. Second down coming up.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Zings it complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that is another first down for the offense.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 35. And he's running in the open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
First down for the offense.
Motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Brings up second down.
They'll run play action. He's got it. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
The extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. OHIO. Ohio State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up by 18 over UCLA. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll try it again. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, what a move! Hauls it in. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. No huddle offense to the line.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Trying play action. Catch in the middle, it's Gage. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
And that's a first down.
He's looking to throw it. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Second down coming up. He makes the connection. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. To the ground to try to move the chains. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around.
And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got an open man. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
This offense has a second down play.
It's now second down.
Off play action. And he's got his man along the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. Third down coming up after the completion.
Brings up third down.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. They're going to ride this running back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thompson. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's got it, and they convert. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And he's got a touchdown. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Ready to try the point after.
For the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again.
First down for the offense.
Here's the handoff. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
They bring the punter onto the field now. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. On second down, looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Finds his big tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Got his man down the middle. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The give to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds his man. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. First down, 10 yards to go. He'll pull it on the read. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Back open in the middle. They get him down after he makes the catch. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. Line getting set on 2nd down.
Man, you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too. Because of what you just said, David, they can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
He'll come out throwing on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
First down for the offense.
The handoff as they run the counter play here. Nifty little dance step. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense, maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to throw. Snags it. He's in for the score. Touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Wisconsin is putting on a show offensively. Feels like they've been jumping around since the first whistle. They're up by 27 over Washington. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On 2nd down, wants to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it at the 15. Hauls it in and takes it in for a touchdown.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Getting set for the point after.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. 1st down here for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got his man on the outside. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They want to get this defense on its heels. Leaves it with the running back. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going over the top. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. And here comes the punt team. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. We'll see how aggressive this defense is with just a few minutes to play. They'll run if they want to take their time here. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Got his man downfield. He's loose down the left side. Gets it in there for the touchdown. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. 1st down for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got his man. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Second down coming up.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Snatches it on the right. Afterburners coming. And it's in there for a touchdown.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
Extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. That's why they call them the... Oh, it's loose! And now this offense will take the field again. Going up top on first down. Snowed under by the defense. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He's going to pass on second down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Fires deep toward the end zone. That one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. Now the play fake. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. He'll set up to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
So you think this is automatic? They need this one badly. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. All tied up, under a minute to play. Looking to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Offense gets set for second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab on the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. It'll be a run on third and short. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on first and 10. Complete on the comeback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they've got on second down. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Gives it to the back on the draw. Breaks the tackle. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Here comes the offense on second down.
Brings up second down.
They go to the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Those last 2 running plays went nowhere. At this point, you wonder if you just run it again, punt, and regroup. Shoots it to the left. And this is going to be incomplete on third. Does the drama get any thicker? The offense comes to the line on 4th down here in overtime. A shot toward the end zone. If he houses this, it's ball game. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one. And, man, just a soul-crushing turnover by this offense here in overtime.
It's so tough throwing the ball down in this area of the field, right? The windows are so much smaller, and they open and they close so much quicker. You've got to be so precise with timing and accuracy if you're the quarterback. And that time, it came back to bite him. Just didn't execute well enough.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. 3rd and long, and they want to be careful here not to go backwards and make a potential game-winning kick tougher. Fights off a defender. Sticking with the running game and finding enough space to get 8, it leaves them with a 4th and 2. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. It's good. And now they regain the lead. This is one of the best games we've called this season. A thriller, and it comes down to the wire here in overtime.
I could watch these 2 teams play another 6 times this year, just back and forth, trading blows, offenses coming up with explosive plays, big hits all over the field. David, this is what college football is all about.
No doubt. I love your excitement, but where's the defensive mentions? Some good defense out there, too, there, homeboy. I know it's not just offenses that get you excited. Some defensive plays, too. Nip and tuck the whole game, decide in overtime, crushing loss.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.